What's up, Birds fans? Hold on to your seats because a massive shift might be coming to our secondary. Everyone is buzzing about big-name pass rushers, but there is a major move brewing behind the scenes that could completely solidify our defense. We are looking at some surprising trade possibilities at the safety position that could change everything for our squad this season. Is our front office planning a bold strike to bring in a new playmaker? You need to hear this update right now. Before we dive into the details, smash that like button, subscribe, and comment below your thoughts. The Philadelphia Eagles find themselves in an intriguing position as the offseason winds down. While much of the recent noise has linked the franchise to pass rusher Max Crosby, the reality of the roster suggests that the secondary, particularly at the safety position, requires more immediate attention. Even with the team currently evaluating the defensive unit throughout the summer, the depth and starting potential at safety remain a significant question mark for the organization. As training camp intensifies, Marcus Epps is currently receiving the first opportunity to secure the starting role. However, the coaching staff is clearly keeping a watchful eye on how the entire position group unfolds before making any definitive decisions regarding an upgrade. The depth chart currently features players like Michael Carter II, who is positioned to earn a roster spot, while J.T. Gray, Cole Wisniewski, Maximus Pulley, and Andre Sam are locked in a fierce battle for their futures with the team. Because this position is currently in flux, the front office is evaluating various trade candidates who could potentially bolster the secondary. The goal is to bring in a player who can either push for the starting job or solidify the rotation. Whether the Eagles ultimately pull the trigger on a move for a safety remains to be seen, but the possibility of acquiring a new starter is a focal point of their current offseason strategy. As we look at the defensive backfield, the team is weighing all options to ensure they're ready for the upcoming season, constantly analyzing whether internal development is enough or if a veteran acquisition is required to strengthen the back end. Fans know exactly what is expected of this squad, and it is time to fly, Eagles, fly. One primary candidate emerging from the Cleveland Browns is Ronnie Hickman. The Browns currently possess a surplus of safeties following the selection of Emmanuel McNeil-Warren in the second round, leaving Hickman in an interesting spot. With both Hickman and Grant Delpit entering the final year of their contracts, the Browns might be willing to part ways with one of their secondary pieces. Ronnie Hickman is currently scheduled to make $320,000 this season. Despite being a former undrafted free agent, his performance as a full-time starter has been impressive, as he recorded 103 tackles and 2 interceptions in his previous campaign. Beyond the raw numbers, he demonstrated high-level efficiency, allowing only 1 passing touchdown and maintaining a 51.6 passer rating when targeted as the primary defender. At just 25 years old, he fits the profile of a playmaker that the Eagles have historically valued in their defensive schemes. While the team already possesses players like Andrew Mukuba, the addition of a versatile playmaker like Hickman could provide a significant boost to the defensive backfield. Why does this matter right now for the team? Because the Eagles are looking for reliability and high-impact play at the safety position, and Hickman represents a player who has already proven he can handle the responsibilities of a full-time starter. Acquiring him would likely cost no more than a day 3 draft pick, making this a financially and strategically feasible move. If the Eagles decide to move forward, Hickman offers a blend of youth and proven production that would immediately increase the competition levels within the building. The focus remains on finding the right pieces to complete the puzzle as the coaching staff looks to solidify their personnel before the regular season kicks off, keeping all options open. Grant Delpit is the other Cleveland Browns safety currently in the final year of his deal, who could be an option for Philadelphia. He is set to earn $833,000, but a post-June 1st trade would provide the Browns with $384,000 in salary cap space. This financial structure makes him a viable candidate for a trade, similar to how the Eagles handled the acquisition of A.J. Brown in previous seasons. Now 28 years old, Delpit has served as a starter in Cleveland for 5 consecutive years and is coming off one of his most productive seasons in 2025. His stat line from last year included 89 tackles, 7 quarterback hits, 1 interception, and 4 pass breakups. While he is not considered as strong in pure coverage as some other options, allowing 5 passing touchdowns and an 80.4 passer rating when targeted, he excels as a box safety who can impact the run game and apply pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The cost to acquire him would likely be minimal, with a day 3 pick being sufficient to facilitate a trade. The Eagles are in a position where they need to weigh the benefits of a box safety like Delpit against the coverage skills of other potential targets. This decision is crucial as it dictates how the defense will be configured to handle both deep passing attacks and physical running games. By bringing in a veteran like Delpit, the organization would add a player with significant starting experience to a group that is currently fighting for identity. The team is essentially looking for the right fit to pair with the existing roster members, ensuring that every position provides maximum value. The evaluation process for Delpit is just one piece of the broader effort to ensure the Eagles field a competitive unit in 2026. Another intriguing name to monitor is Jeremy Chin of the Las Vegas Raiders. The recent selection of Traden Stukes in the second round and the acquisition of Taron Johnson to handle the slot duties have potentially left Chin with a reduced role in the Raiders' defensive secondary. As a player who has shown the ability to line up all over the defensive backfield, his lack of a solidified role in Las Vegas makes him a potential trade target for teams looking for versatility. The Eagles have expressed interest in Chin in the past, though those discussions occurred under previous defensive coordinators. Last season, Chin recorded 114 tackles and a sack, proving he has the athleticism to be active near the line of scrimmage, even if he allowed a 111.9 passer rating when targeted in coverage. His current contract carries a cap number of $955,000 as he enters the final year of his deal. For the Eagles, the question is whether his skill set aligns with their current defensive philosophy and if there is a defined spot for him in the rotation. His versatility is both strength and a potential hurdle, as the coaching staff must decide if he is best utilized as a box safety or in a different role within the secondary. Chin offers a level of physical play that could be beneficial if the team prioritizes players who can contribute in multiple ways. The cost to acquire him would likely not be prohibitive, and he represents a low-risk, high-reward option as the team continues to refine its defensive roster. Every move made at this point in the offseason is calculated, and the potential addition of a veteran like Chin illustrates the ongoing effort to ensure the defense is prepared for the challenges of the upcoming 2026 schedule and beyond. The situation at safety for the Philadelphia Eagles is one of the most critical storylines to follow as the summer transition moves toward the start of training camp. The team has a few internal options, such as Marcus Epps, who is currently tasked with proving he deserves the starting role, and a group of young players like Michael Carter-II, J.T. Gray, Cole Wisniewski, Maximus Pulley, and Andre Sam, all of whom are working to carve out a role on the final roster. However, the potential availability of players like Ronnie Hickman, Grant Delpit, and Jeremy Chin provides the organization with a path to upgrade the secondary through the trade market. Each of these candidates brings different strengths and weaknesses to the table, ranging from Hickman's coverage, reliability, and youth to Delpit's physical box safety presence and Chin's overall versatility. The decision makers are clearly in a phase of evaluation, watching how the current roster members perform in practice before finalizing any potential acquisitions. The financial implications of these trades are manageable, with most targets expected to cost no more than a day 3 draft pick. This flexibility allows the team to remain active in the pursuit of defensive improvement without mortgaging their long-term draft capital. As we look ahead, the final composition of the safety room will depend on whether the front office believes the current players have reached their ceiling or if an external addition is necessary to elevate the performance of the entire defense. Fans will be keeping a close eye on these developments during the dog days of the offseason, as any move to solidify this position will have a direct impact on the team's defensive stability. The process remains ongoing, and the search for the perfect fit for the secondary is definitely not over yet.